bus for our shore excursion. It's at 9 o'clock. Jim's very excited. Jim's not very excited. But here we go. This is the big bus that we're going to go on. There's always one. Parks Canada's Fortress of Louisbourgh, 1744. In 1700, European North America was colonies of France, Britain, and Spain. The French laid claim to great swaths of land in Quebec, Ontario, the Ohio River Basin, and out west of the Mississippi, while the English controlled the Atlantic coast from Maine down to Georgia. The French had the St. Lawrence Seaway, but it freezes in winter, and they needed an ice-free port. In Nova Scotia, they had their port, but in 1713, the Treaty of Utrecht gave much of Atlantic Canada to the British, and France retained only Cape Breton, which they called Isle Royale. It was an ice-free port, and this island was close to the Grand Banks and the cod fishing, and cod was big business back then. So a settlement was founded in 1713. It was a good harbor, and the fishing business did very well. The walls for the fortress were started in 1720, and the fortifications finished sometime around 1745. At that time, there were about 3,000 people living there. That same year, the fort was captured by forces coming from New England. But in 1748, 3 years later, the fortress was given back to the French in a treaty ending the War of Austrian Succession. But in 1758, 150 British ships captured the fort again. Under the British, they decided to level the place, and that was the end of the fortress. What was rebuilt is set in 1744, but the French didn't live in the fortress and surrounding town for that many years, maybe about 15. In 1961, the Government of Canada decided to recreate the Fortress of Louisbourgh on its original site. Why? I don't know. They recreated 60 buildings and 2 bastions, so between about 1/5 and 1/4 of the original complex size, to the tune of $26 million. Parks Canada runs the park now with reenactors and some of the houses in period furnishings. Apparently you can stay overnight there in very basic accommodations. Bring your own sleeping bag and snacks. And this is a cannon. And I'm not quite sure why it's pointing at us. We just came into the house. But I guess it's protecting whoever is writing at the table here.
It's very cool.
They even got the little Lego guys in there.
Yeah.
Lego soldiers is what you need. Oh, and they have a Lego ship. With Lego sailors going to the Lego fort. Now this is a one-star hotel. There you go. But this is
where you put your guns right there.
Ah, that's important to have. Not your backpacks, but your guns. And then there's the sergeant's room, the chambre de sergent. It's very dark in there. I don't know if that's so special. It looks like a cell. Okay, well you get a fireplace. This is quite nice. You know, I bet these were 2 people to a bunk. Like 4 people to a bunk. 2 people per bed.
Yeah, probably.
Soap. Great soap is one washroom like this. You know how often you take a bath? Once a year. Once a year, yeah. I'm keeping my hands and my face clean.
And this, I believe, is the chapel. Church, whatever. Very important to those Roman Catholic faithful, which these probably were. That's very pretty. Okay, so now we're at the engineer's house, and this is his little garden. Lovely, lovely. Let's go into the house and see what we can find. This is the inside.
That looks like an
You would be
engineer's.
showing hospitality. My boss has a very big budget. So a meal would have been prepared in the state-of-the-art kitchen, served in the next room here. Afterwards, you would retire here for a little digestive, a little wine, a little cognac, and a little dancing. We have 1 of 3 harpsichords in New France. And so, and I'm very, well, you know, the most important instrument in the American contract, you know, in French it's bouche. Or yes, I do work too, but I do you are the boss.
And this is the kitchen. And so ends our tour.
Oh,
Hello.
welcome to the engineers. Hello, bonjour, come right in, have a look around. Est-ce que vous parlez français? You speak English? Welcome to the royal residence of the military engineer. So my employer is the 3rd highest ranking of the government officials here. And Monsieur Verrier is an architect, an engineer, and a town planner for the king. And this building is provided to him as a perk of his job. So he pays no rent, and he lives in it as long as he serves here in this position.
Okay, where's that? There it is. Okay. We got some dead animals, so yeah, that's characteristic of early Canada. What else do we have here? Oh, we got some dishes. That's important. We got a big chest. He packs light like I do. Oh, this is lovely. This is the library. And there's a nice tapestry.
Let's go upstairs. Here's the bedroom.
Games room. It's the games room. They play games in here. Okay, you used to be able to go somewhere there. But now it's for the ghosts. I think there is actually a door there. It's a
Well, there's a hand.
secret. There's a secret door.
There's a hinge and a cut in the wall.
We want to know what's there. Okay. And that's outside. I know that. Want to go upstairs? Because that's the
Yeah.
upstairs. Okay, I think there's somebody coming down. And of course the fireplaces. Dare say it gets a little bit chilly in the winter. There's another take of the fortress. And the boat. Lots of boats. So now I'm out on this nice waterfront path, the boardwalk. Yeah, that's what they call it, the boardwalk. And Jim's trying to beat me, and he's doing a pretty good job up there. And he's after a dog. It's actually quite warm right now. It was nice this morning, and it's really kind of heated up this afternoon. So, kind of hot, and I'm in shorts. So there's our cruise ship, and there's the big fiddle, and there's where all of the shops are, and the water. So this is the Sydney Merchant Mariners Memorial, erected in 2016. It commemorates the men and women who served on merchant marine ships during World War II. 20 out of every 35 ships apparently were sunk by the U-boats, and there was 177 convoys that went across during the war on the Atlantic. That's a very cute little boat. I don't know if people
Well,
would...
that's what's important when you're looking for a boat. You want something that's cute.
That's usually where the
So this is a nice little walk on the waterfront. They have a really good boardwalk. I don't know how far it goes, but we want to go to another event. We have to be back at the ship by 3:30, so we're going to make a U-turn here and head back into town. What we're doing here is we're at a cider place. I don't know the name. I'll tell you later. And we've got 4 ciders, and I'll just show you what they are. Good Company, Passion Fruit Lemon, and Rebel. Oh. And so we're going to do a tasting. You're going to have some, aren't you?
Sure.
Okay. Good Company. I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one in the sweet and what do you call it? Dry. The dryness. Second driest is passion fruit. I like that better. Oh yeah, I didn't get any passion fruit in the passion fruit. The next one we have is lemon. Tastes like the other two. Okay, the final in our tasting, whatever it is, taste test. This one is, if you can see, kind of pinky. You gotta love a pink drink. And it's called Rebel, and I think it's supposed to be raspberry. That is sweeter, but I'm not getting raspberry.
Where does it?
Okay, Jim's gonna do a taste. I almost drink all of the passion fruit one, so he's gonna do a blind taste test thing. So I'm gonna close my eyes. Not a clue.
Okay.
Try this one. Maybe I'm better at the second one. I think that one was the raspberry one, the sweet one.
Okay.
Well, you can tell me if I'm right.
No, you're not gonna know.
Oh, okay.
Right or not.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I can tell because there's not much left. This is the passion fruit one. Okay, one more. No, no idea. I think that was the sweet one.
Okay.
Okay. Are we done getting Trisha drunk? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, which ones did I get right and wrong?
Okay, well, you got the rebel right. You got the passion fruit right. But as you said, while you were tasting it, you got it right because it was hardly any left.
Cheating.
These two you missed multiple times, and this one you missed. When I so you missed this one twice,
Oh my gosh.
actually
Yeah.
3 times.
So the lemon, no, no, no. And the good comp that was really dry, no, no, no. The only thing I could really taste, that's kind of typical. The only thing that I really taste is sweetness.